So what is happiness? And how does being raised in different cultures change the degree to which we are happy? Coming from a family made up of different cultures, I have always been intrigued by the different aspects that make up religion and family, and how these differences bring about a different degree of happiness. But first, we should look at the most foundational form of happiness. The question again arises, what is happiness? Well, by definition, happiness is the quality or state of being happy, content, or satisfied. Being from a family that is made up of half-Greek descent, all of which have never been to the States, and the other half being from the States that have never been out of the country, by comparing the differences between these two diverse cultures that make up my one being, inspired my personal insight on how these different upbringings inspire the degree to which we are happy, and the comparison on how different family circumstances make us happy. I asked several members of my American relatives and Greek relatives the same question and compared their answers. The question was, what is the first thing that comes to mind that makes you happy? On my American side, I asked my mom, my grandparents, and myself the same question. On my Greek side, I asked my aunt, my dad, and Yaya the same question. These results show that family is a universal symbol for determining happiness. No matter the cultural context, family resides in each one of us and demonstrates a core response to happiness. A difference I did notice amongst the two cultures is that as a secondary form of happiness, personal means for happiness was more prevalent on the American side of my family. On the other hand, a more spiritual route to happiness as a secondary form was more common amongst the members of my Greek family. This just demonstrates that values and upbringings determine specifics to which make each of us happy. In America, my family does activities together, including restaurant nights, concerts, festivals, family vacations, and other random events. In Greece, I've noticed that my family interacts by way of different means. My family gathers around for family dinners on the front patio, enjoys outings just as much as my family in America. However, the most important outing they could participate in is going to the Greek Orthodox Church on Sundays. There is no way around it. You go if you're sick, tired, happy, or sad. You go if it's raining, sunny, sleeting, or hailing. The trek to the church in the mountains of Cyprus is the most important weekly family journey and brings about a spiritual joy that is unlike any other. With these results, I've begun to realize that happiness stems from what each individual values. Individual values stem from family values. My definition of value is a combination of identity and family structure that creates a tailored foundation for personal growth. The communication theory of identity states that identity is stored within individuals, relationships, and groups, and is communication between different members. There are 4 layers to identity. The first layer is the personal layer. It involves self-cognition, spirituality, and well-being. The second layer is enactment. It's how messages express identity. The third layer is relational. It's how one's identity emerges through one's relationship with others and how those relationships themselves possess their own identities. The fourth and final layer is the communal layer. This is identity that is shared among a certain group of people. The communication theory of identity states that communication shapes identity and identity shapes communication. The layers of identity direct you towards identity consciousness, meaning the more you're in touch with your personal identity or identities of a particular culture, the more in this case you will understand the variables of your culture that will make you happy. So finding your identity is the key to discovering happiness. Without identity, one would not understand these different layers of themselves, thus would not grasp onto the conceptualized versions of personal happiness. As the result from the question of, what is the first thing that comes to your mind that makes you happy, demonstrate that there may be a spiritual or materialistic differences between degrees of happiness amongst different cultures. However, we can all agree that there is a universal undertone for happiness that resides no matter the country. Happiness to me is about enjoying time with college friends, going out on a Thursday night to karaoke in front of strangers, or even staying in on a weekend night while binge watching House of Cards and eating a pint of Ben & Jerry's chocolate fudge brownie ice cream. Happiness to me is being surrounded by family and friends. It's about the little things in life. It's about not sweating the big things and making every day count as a positive. It's about enjoying the moment. Happiness is being surrounded by happy people. No matter the country, state, university, or neighborhood, we as a universe of many cultures all strive for some degree of happiness. Look around. The person next to you might feel happy because of a good grade, or maybe someone's happy because they woke up early to get ready for school and feel beautiful today. Or maybe someone's parents are coming into town to visit them today. We are all different people of different cultural contexts, but we are all looking for happiness in things we do. Happiness is a journey, it's not a destination.